Alright, so for today's video, I wanted to talk about my fitness journey. Before I get started, I just want to say that this is my personal fitness journey, and by no means am I saying that I'm an expert or you should follow what I've done or what I'm doing. And having said that, I'm also a noob at this thing. I started seriously weightlifting around November last year. So if you have any advice that you want to share, please leave a comment down below. Let me know, because I can use any kind of wisdom or knowledge that you can share with me, because like I said, I'm just starting out. I don't know if I'm doing everything correctly yet, but yeah. Let me start from the very beginning. I was never an active child. I don't come from a family of active people. Sure, I played tag and climbed trees, but I was never in any sports growing up. The last time I ran was during the beep test in grade 10. So fast forward to 2016, I got myself into a very toxic relationship. Let me tell you, relationship weight is very real. Even more real when you're in a toxic relationship. By the end of it, I gained about 30 pounds. Letting go of that relationship was one of the pivotal moments that started my journey to become healthier. So, fast forward to now, my relationship with food has been the best it's ever been, which is the most important change I've made. I used to be obsessed with the wrong kinds of food, like dessert. If anyone asked me to go out, my answer was always Dimitri's. Also, moving out helped a lot. Filipino food is very, very good and it's very yummy, but at the same time, it's very salty and it's very fatty. Food like sisig, chicken adobo, lechon is just very, very unhealthy things. So moving out forced me to be responsible for cooking my own food. We even have a saying in Tagalog that we call very unhealthy food pampabata, which literally means it makes you younger, which in turn means the food will cause you to die young. So here's what I learned so far during this whole journey of me becoming healthier. First, fad diets don't work for me, especially if you're doing it in hopes of losing weight. I found that they help, but only for a really short while. As soon as you stop, your body just regains all the weight back. Starting a real change in my lifestyle, which means eating mostly, if not only, whole foods, decreasing my processed sugar intake, etc., was the most effective. The second thing that I learned is intermittent fasting. I remember the first day I attempted to fast, and I thought that there was no way I could keep it up. I felt dizzy and lightheaded because my body was so used to constantly getting calories and sugar and salt. But eventually, I got used to it and started noticing all the benefits. So because it was during the pandemic, I was very bored a lot of the times. And because I was fasting, it helped me with stopping the unnecessary snacking. It also helped with me making sure that I drink enough water throughout the day, because water curbs hunger. It helped me with avoiding being hangry. So I remember I would always get upset or get when I would be hungry. And because now that I'm used to fasting, if my meal or whatever was delayed, I would be just used to it. I've also noticed that my bloat has decreased a lot. Brain fog is gone too. And if you want to get scientific about it, it also helps with autophagy and burning fat. If you reach a certain hour of your intermittent fasting, I believe autophagy starts at around 18 to 24 hours. Autophagy allows your body to break down and reuse old cell parts so your body can operate more efficiently. It's a natural cleaning out process that begins when your cells are stressed or deprived of nutrients. Researchers are studying autophagy's role in potentially preventing and fighting disease. If you want to get scientific about it, that's another factor of why I started and why intermittent fasting has helped me. Another thing that I learned throughout this whole process is that the hardest part of going to the gym is staying consistent. As we all know, one of the things that I've done is get an accountability partner. Personally, I love telling everyone my goals, that I plan to run a marathon this year, that I'm planning to have abs by the time we go on a cruise or be as the most physically fit I've ever been on this cruise. Soroy is also my compatibility partner. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I created this group chat within my group of friends so that we can have a space to keep each other motivated. I knew that the sense of competition would spark more motivation in me to get myself to the gym. Every time I see someone else send either a picture of their progress or an update of what kind of workout they finished that day, I feel like it lights a little fire within me to keep going. Bro, you better believe I'm thinking in my head like, oh man, I need to keep up. I can't be around people who are so fit and I'm like just lagging behind. Anyway, it's just how my brain works. Another thing that I learned is that even though you try best to be motivated, at the same time, I've learned to go to the gym unmotivated. Depending on motivation is not sustainable because most of the time, I don't want to go to the gym. The days that I don't want to go to the gym are the most important days to go. Plus, once I'm there, I already want to lift weights and do the exercise. I forgot who I learned this from, but I thought that this was an amazing advice. Keeping a list of things that you know will motivate you. So for example, videos, podcasts, music. Personally, Physical 100 and Human Playground, specifically that first episode, are two shows on Netflix that get me going. Every time I watch it, I just see these humans around the world that are capable of so much, and I'm here feeling lazy and doesn't want to go to the gym. And in terms of music, I like listening to reggaeton or salsa. Those genres always make me want to move my body. The last thing that helped me keep motivated to go to the gym is that paying for a gym membership makes me want to use that gym. If I'm gonna pay $63 every month, you better believe I'm gonna get my money's worth. And the next thing that I learned during this whole process is curating my social media feed. It's really hard to not compare yourself to people on social media. As we all know, with all the perfect poses, the perfect lighting, filters, sometimes photo editing, it's really unhealthy to feed yourself with unrealistic standards. So you have to keep in mind that other people have different body types. You may have different goals. For example, my goal is not to look like this. My goal is to look like this. It's difficult, but I have to keep remembering that the only person I should compare myself is past Dianne. Dianne who ate mindlessly, who didn't care about what junk food was doing to her body, and Dianne who is a lot weaker than I am right now. So that was the video. I was a little nervous, to be honest, of making this video. Like I said, I feel like I am no way an expert on this topic. I just felt like I wanted to share my journey and where I am right now. Body image was always something that I had an issue with. I was even telling Soroy earlier this morning that what I'm seeing in the mirror and what I feel really deep inside don't match. I see that I have this body that is much stronger and much more fit than I've ever been, but deep inside, I still feel like I'm not that. But yeah, so let me know what you think. If you, like I said, if you have any advice, if you have any tips that you want to share, leave it in the comment below. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.